man.
Yeah, right. You do a lot.
Like I've done I'm at 633 episodes right now. So
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did you start it?
in like the beginning of pandemic, so probably like what, February, March time.
So you've done 600 and so, we've done like 40 since like July.
No, but I've done like 6 or 7 shows in one day before. So
Wow, man.
What do you do for a living?
I mean, right now I'm going for excuse me. I went to college for criminal justice, so I'm trying to. So next year, end of February, I'm going for my correctional officer academy.
Okay.
So I'm currently looking for a co-host for my podcast to take over, because when I'm gone, I don't want the podcast to stop. I want to keep going.
Yeah.
So if I find a co-host and to continue the interviews for my show, then it'll be awesome. So they can let me know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
have you thought about doing this full time, man? I mean, you're doing 6 interviews a day. Why give it up?
I mean, no, I've been doing. This is my dream job is ESPN or.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think like after I finish my correctional officer career, then I can always find a job in sports. So I'll be set for life anywhere. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm feeling the background. It keeps going in and out.
Just leave it like that. It's fine.
That's perfect.
Yeah, leave it like that.
All right. I'll just leave it like this. Fine.
Actually, I was trying to get one of your guests on. What's her name?
Olivia.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's really.
Did you connect with her?
Yeah. I went to. She was on Instagram Live one day, and then I went on there. She said, "Yeah, I would like to come on the podcast." So I DM'd her, but she didn't answer. Probably she's busy.
Yeah, she responds like 2 or 3 days later. But if you want, I could send her. I'll send her a thing through LinkedIn saying, "Hey, you know, one of our friends has asked you to come on the podcast. Would you come on the show?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. No,
thank you. Yeah, she's really inspiring. I looked at her page. She's amazing. So.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun having her on too.
Yeah, she's energetic, man.
Very energetic.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you guys first before obviously we get to the sports stuff. I want to ask you about your podcast. Like, you guys, when did you guys start it, and how did this come about? And obviously you said you were 40 episodes in, but you guys currently like working on some big things for your podcast. But first, tell me, like, how did you guys come about, and when did you guys begin?
Yeah, so the inception of the whole thing started because the parent company is Playing the Field right here, and we're building an app for a sports fan community / dating app. Right now it's in beta, and pretty much as a way to market it and get the name out there a little bit more, I wanted to sponsor our own podcast. And I was just like playing around with it for a couple of months, and then I was talking to Rick one day and letting him know the updates on Playing the Field, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to start a podcast. He's like, I want to do a podcast also. I'm like, I need a co-host.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do some stupid political podcast. I'm like, sports, man, let's go. Yeah. And then we just did a couple of practice runs for a couple of weeks, got the banners made up, got our microphones and our whole little setup going, and then we went live with the first episode on July 21st. Wow. Rick, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, no, that's actually Mike has been the commissioner of our fantasy football league for 10 years, right? It's been 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
And so it's 11. And this year I wasn't going to do it just because of COVID. We didn't know if it was going to be a season. Like, it was just a lot going on. So he texted me. He was like, hey, I'm surprised you haven't. He's like, oh, I'm not going to talk about it. But we started talking about Playing the Field. And then he had mentioned, I don't know how it came up, but he mentioned something about a podcast. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I was thinking of doing one too about money and politics and what have you. He's like, well, why don't we do one together? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I go to Micro Center and I had to buy a new laptop. And I didn't have a mic. I didn't have any headphones. I have like these old iPhone.
The iPhone ones, yeah.
The iPhone
we did that
ones.
for a couple episodes.
I used my hamper as like my desk. And so I placed the laptop.
Is that what you did?
That's what I did. I placed the laptop there. I moved my couch up. I put the banner behind the couch. And that's how we started the show. And then we just started sort of reaching out to people. And it just kind of sort of took some momentum, and it went from there. And we're 40 episodes in, and we're booked to like March.
Wow,
so that's how it
that's
started.
awesome. So you guys,
I sent you the link.
Yeah.
Feel free to put your date in. Pick a date whenever you can, and we'd love to have you on the show and talk about your podcast and everything. But that might be around the time where things are going to get rolling for you for the corrections officer.
Yeah.
But we'd love to have you if you can come on.
Yeah, and speaking of the dating app, is that like Tinder or Bumble?
So yeah, I mean, the layout kind of looks like them, except the profile cards are in the shape of a trading card, and it has your favorite team on the front, and then you flip it to the back and you have you can pick up the 5 favorite teams, up to 5 photos, put in your interests. Right now the beta version is out, it's on the web, and I'm trying to make the mobile apps available within the next few months with a brand new spanking new UI with a lot more bells and whistles on the card and the navigation and all of that. So,
Well,
and then the driver, obviously the podcast drives everybody to it, but the essence behind Mike's idea is a sports community, right? If there's one thing that has united us all behind all this, the world changing, is sports. Like, we all want to, like, sports is our common uniter, whether, whatever you are politically, whatever you are, wherever your views are on anything. At the end of the day, if you root for the Jets like we do, don't matter where you're from, you're a Jets fan, right? And so, and at the same time, when for dating wise, like, there's dating sites for every kind of thing. So sports is like, if you want to date a Jet fan or you want to meet a Cowboy fan, whatever the case is, you can meet through sports, and it makes it a lot easier because you can be a little more yourself, personable, or if you want to start a softball league, whatever. This is kind of like a hub in a sense, or how is it, Mike? What do they call those? Like,
like a centralized platform.
Yeah, like a centralized platform for sports fans to come and just join together and just do their thing. So it's a great idea. When I heard it, I wanted to be a part of it, and I'm trying to contribute as much as I can.
No, that's awesome. That's really awesome. And so actually, speaking of, so you like you said, you guys are booked to March. So you guys. Wow, so you guys book in advance so you guys have episodes every day then, huh?
No, it's two days a week. 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're thinking of adding a third show.
Yeah, we want to. I mean, the goal is to to try and get some traction, maybe some investment capital, coming in soon, hopefully, and be able to get an office, quit our day jobs, and work on this full time. And then once we can get an office and work on this full time. Well, I'll do shows every single day, twice a day.
I'll try to do what you do. Yeah, exactly.
But until then, like, I gotta work on my day job, and I got 2 kids,
Right.
Wife. It's like a lot of stuff. Like, Rick's got his banner up, but like it takes me time to put it up. I was like,
I keep it up, man. Like, that thing doesn't come down to, like, I have my cleaning day, which is like once a month, and then I'll take it down and clean or whatever. But this thing doesn't come down at all. But yeah, that's the goal. Eventually, just the goal is to eventually sort of move on from what we're doing and just go full time on this. Because I think
you bring girls over, and they'll be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, for sure.
No, man. I bring them over. I'm like, listen, this is where the magic happens.
Yeah. Listen. We can do anything you want, but don't touch the fucking banner.
Don't touch the banner or the computer or don't touch the headset. Not yet. But no, we like I was saying, we want to do this full time and eventually kind of like, move on from our day jobs and just kind of commit to this and see where it takes us. And I think it's going to be a fun ride.
Yeah, I agree. And we're going to be turning a corner soon, and you're gonna hear it play in the field a lot more.
Yeah,
going forward.
Yeah, everybody should be listening to you guys more. And like I said, you guys are killing it. Hey, this is my background right here. This is what I use for my interviews.
Yeah, man.
That
does it.
That's a lot of trophies, man. Yeah. I've never had that many trophies.
You go beast mode in the gym over there too, man. You're always posting gym pictures. There you go, man. I got to get back to the gym.
Yeah.
That's my downfall.
Yeah. So speaking
of, Diggs just got whacked.
Oh wait, you are watching a game right now, the Monday Night Football game?
Yeah. I still can't believe that. Washington football team beat the Steelers, man.
They did. They beat the Steelers?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I missed that game.
Picked them off with like 2 minutes left and, gave away any chance really of it. I mean, obviously Ben Roethlisberger's no Derek Carr throwing Hail Marys 8 seconds left in the game. We got to talk about that, though.
We'll save that for tomorrow. We'll save that. Yeah.
Well, no, we could talk about it here and tomorrow.
Okay.
Wait, how did Alex Smith?
Alex Smith got 1 touchdown pass and threw for almost like 300. I think he topped out at 299 actually.
Oh.
So he did pretty good. And, I don't think he threw a pick. No, I think he probably played a pretty good game.
Wow.
Pittsburgh also lost a decent amount of defensive players today too, but which definitely didn't help their cause. But I needed Pittsburgh's defense to shit the bed because I'm right on the bubble of trying to make the playoffs in fantasy, and I was playing against Pittsburgh's defense. I sat Logan Thomas. And I got Schultz tomorrow, so hopefully he could do something and put me in the playoffs because I'm trying to repeat.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, so hopefully we're struggling right now, but hopefully we can. I don't know if we're gonna win tomorrow, but I think we're catching the Ravens in a good time because the Ravens are just coming back from this outbreak, and I feel like the Cowboys can be able to. I think we can keep up with them. I think, in my opinion.
And where are you from? Where are you based right now?
I live in Jersey.
Okay, all right.
No, nice, not bad.
Yeah, we're right here in New York. He's in. I'm in the island. Rick's in Queens.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
So you guys are Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan. So you guys are Yankees.
I'm a Mets fan.
I'm a Yankees fan.
Let's go.
There you go.
But that's the thing. Like, when we first met, we met at a Mets game.
Yeah.
And it was all because, we were just sitting there shooting the shit, talking sports, talking baseball, talking upcoming football season. And then he ended up joining my fantasy football league. We, talked for a decade about, sports. And then, that's really, it's a testament to what playing the field could be, like you could just drum up a friendship because of sports. And then, you build upon that, so, that's what we hope that we could help the world, see that everyone's more alike than different, no matter what team they root for.
Well said.
Yeah, that I agree 100%. But speaking of networking and connecting with people, obviously, like I told Rick this before you came in, and I do other podcasts with my other friends too, and it's all about connecting, networking, and actually, there's this podcast you should definitely check out. He's 14 years old. His name is Global Kid Media. He's interviewed over 1,000 people, and he's going to be the first sideline kid reporter. So, what do you think about that?
Wow,
14-year-old. Yeah,
that is incredible, man. I mean, that just goes to that's a testament to perseverance and just being able to interview all those people. That's talent too. And he's going to be a silent reporter for NFL games or?
He's trying to be the first sideline kid reporter. So we need more kids as silent reporters, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's an interesting theory.
Yeah,
why do you think that is? Why do you think we need more younger kids out there?
Obviously, it shows that kids can do anything, and then it will inspire other younger kids and to do.
It's the same. It's the same concept of having more women.
Yeah.
In the game, it empowers the women and empowers the children. I get it. I gotcha.
Yeah. No, especially for the women. I'm really inspired. I'm just happy that the Marlins gave Kim Nang a chance to be the female GM.
Well, she was owed a chance for forever, and people just passed her over, and that's just a shame. But it's good to see her get her break. But it's funny. This year we've had a lot of that, man. In the NFL
Vice
with the
president.
Yep. We have a vice president just got elected. We have in the NFL we have assistant coaches getting more prominent roles. Becky Hammond just interviewed for a head coaching position in the NBA. Yeah. I mean, eventually the breakthrough is going to happen, and it's long overdue. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And can't wait to see it come to fruition. Touchdown Bills.
Yeah. Oh, I picked the Bills to win that game.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, damn, 1 point spread. I didn't see that.
Speaking of teams that can make noise in the playoffs this year, I feel like the Browns are legit contenders this year.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I mean,
all right, let's listen. It was one game. I think Tennessee took them a little too lightly. That will not happen again.
Yes, but you're not surprised that they're 9-3 right now.
Am I surprised that they're 9-3? The Browns?
Yeah.
It's not like they've been beating the world. You know, I mean, they got destroyed in the first week of the season. It's not like they're world beaters out there. I still don't have faith in Baker Mayfield. I think push comes to shove, big game, big moments. He's going to.
Oh no. Yeah,
but Kevin Stefanski, man, I mean, he's a good coach.
He's a solid coach. Totally agree with you there.
Mm-hmm. Like to be able to turn around Baker Mayfield. I'm not saying he turned him around completely, but like yesterday's game, he had 4 touchdown passes, over 300 yards.
Yep.
But, every game he puts up stats, and last year you didn't see this out of Baker Mayfield last year, but this year you're seeing what Baker Mayfield could be. And then,
well, here's the other thing: Odell's hurt, so he's not in there.
Yeah.
So I think it simplifies the offense for him in a sense that he doesn't have to force feed him the ball all the time. There's not that pressure that he's got to get him the ball. He can spread the ball around a lot more evenly, and I think that, you know, in a funny way, that's helped him. And so that's helped Baker Mayfield. But I think at the end of the day, they're going to get to the playoffs in a big game. I still don't believe in Baker Mayfield. And yeah, I got to see it to believe it. I still don't I don't believe it.
I'll give you that because I don't believe in Baker Mayfield either. And dude, they put up 38 points and ended up at before half, and then they got 3 in the second half.
Right, because Tennessee was like, "Wow, wait a minute, what happened here?"
Yeah, I mean that was just crazy. Tennessee almost won that game.
Yeah,
you know, and that's just insane. But yeah, I mean, you know, they're not gonna go far, but you know, it's still impressive that they are at 93 right now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due.
All right, fine. Stefanski's a hell of a coach. Don't get me wrong. He's a hell of a coach.
Baker Mayfield is a bum.
No. I'm not going to go that far either.
That lives in his stadium and just tapes commercials
all the
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on. How many ideas could they come up with? I mean, they just keep pumping them out.
Yeah, I just sent you guys the Global Media's page, so you can check that out.
Okay. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
On Instagram? All right, I'll check it out, definitely. I mean, 14-year-old kid reporter, that's crazy. But yeah, man, it's it's a pleasure being on. And speaking of the Jets, like me and Rick, huge Jets fans.
Wow.
We sat there and jumped up like we won a Super Bowl when Derek Carr threw that game-winning touchdown. It was so ironic, but the thing is, them losing is us winning.
Yeah, but today you guys fired Greg Williams right after.
Yeah, I know. The guy should have got a medal.
Yeah,
for that defensive scheme he put through. You know, I think in place.
Who blitzes on that play? Like on a Hail Mary play? Come on now.
Yeah, you're right.
I agreed, but that was the perfect play for that moment because that's exactly the outcome we were looking for as Jets fans.
But I think as Jets fans, we're going to look at this as a turning point in the season, right? I think that you're going to turn around and look at this. If, in fact, the Jets do lose out, which I think they will, and they get the number 1 pick, I'm not
so sure about this Seahawks game anymore after the Giants.
No, I think the Seahawks are going to win that game. They're winning that game. But I think we're going to look at this as a turning point, right? You know, here come the Jets. They're about to win the game. Henry Ruggs down the sideline, touchdown. I think Jet fans, for the Jet fan that wanted to lose, they're going to look at that and be like, that was great. And then it's going to be a turning point. We're going to draft Trevor Lawrence. We're going to get a real coach in here. And I think this is going to be the beginning of the turnaround. I think if we can get Trevor Lawrence, if we can get somebody who can come in and stabilize the organization, right? From a coaching perspective, from a CEO perspective, just like from an overall 30,000-foot view, just calm things down. Joe Douglas, I think, to me, is the right GM. He's got the right players. Bryce Hall's playing well. Quinton Williams is playing well. Denzel Mims is a stud. Mekhi Becton is a beast, although he was a little shaky yesterday.
Yeah.
But
the pieces are starting to get in place where if he has a couple of more good drafts in about 2 years, the Jets going to be a legitimate contender. And so you just got to get a right coach in here to coach this team and with Trevor Lawrence. And look at the sign. He signed Ty Johnson too. The guy ran for 100 yards and had a touchdown yesterday. I mean, it's on 22 carries. Where has he been all year?
Yeah.
Why? Because we keep putting an old man out there. So, listen, man, this was a turning point. I don't care where Greg Williams, 5 years from now, they're going to build a monument out in the stadium for him for letting that happen.
Wow, the Bills are beating
And I'll be out there
up
celebrating
the
that thing.
Niners right now. They just picked off Mullins and brought it back to the 4.
They're playing where are they playing in
In
Arizona?
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah. 24-10, and it's at the 4.
Wow.
Bills got the ball at the 4 now.
Yeah, speaking of what are you guys gonna do? All right, if you guys get the number one pick, and if you do draft Trevor Lawrence, where are you guys gonna? I mean, obviously you have to trade Sam Darnold, but who would take on Sam Darnold? I'm trying to figure out which team would do that, like take a chance on Sam Darnold.
He's
My
probably
Cowboys.
going
The
as a
Cowboys would, I think.
No,
no, not with Prescott and Dalton there. I mean, Dalton's just a 1 year, right? Yeah, but I don't see him going there. Maybe no. The Jaguars are going to get a top pick. I don't know.
Patriots.
He probably could go. I would not doubt it because you know how Belichick and his evil genius schemes. He's probably sitting there just like waiting in the wings just to scoop up Darnold and try to make something of him.
I can think of 4 teams right now off the top of my head. I can think of the Patriots, the Niners.
Oh yeah.
I think the Steelers. Actually,
cool.
no. I think the Bears.
Oh, Bear.
The Bears.
Also,
it
right?
wouldn't be the worst.
Don't be surprised if Minnesota would take them. That's another team right there. Don't be surprised if Philadelphia, if they get rid of Carson Wentz. I think there's some landing spots for him out there. The question is, what are the Jets going to get in return for him? I don't think they're going to get a number 1 pick for him. I just think he's just damaged goods at this point. They can get a 2 or, like a 2 and a 5 or even like a 3 for him. Then you make the deal and you just move on. But Sam's he's going to have some place to land. And if he lands in a situation where he has a good coach who can like break him down and teach him the right way to play, because he hasn't been coached well. Adam Gase has been brutal for his career. He destroyed his career. And, kind of have the turnaround that Tannehill had, then I think he has a chance to resurrect his career. Remember, he's 24 years old. It's not like he's old. He's 24.
Yeah, he's definitely got potential with the right coaching. Adam Gase has ruined everyone's career. I mean, let's just call a spade here.
Yeah,
I mean,
what it is. He should never be a head coach in the National Football League.
He should
never be around professional or organized football ever again. Period.
He's known for his cross-eyed.
Man, that guy. I mean, I don't know. Think about how he got this job. Peyton Manning called Chris Johnson and vouched for him when we had Cliff Kingsbury in the building, Matt Rule in the building,
Mike McCarthy.
We were reaching out.
I mean, it's not like Mike McCarthy's
Eric
been
Bieniemy
great,
interviewed for the job. Yeah, it's just
Dude,
terrible.
Speaking of Eric Bieniemy, the Chiefs offensive coordinator, he deserves the job, head coaching job. Eric, he's a great offensive coordinator, and I think he fits well for your team. I think Eric.
I don't know how, Mike, I don't know how you feel about this, but I don't know. I mean, the name is great, and you're right. I think
you're talking about Cowher.
I'm not sold on that. I just think for the Jets, I don't know if you want to bring in another coordinator. Don't get me wrong, Bieniemy's great. From what we hear, he's all great. He's been coaching Patrick.
Yeah,
Mahomes.
we don't need a head coach in training.
Right. And I don't think I don't know that he's that.
I think you kind of need somebody that's actually been a head coach.
Yeah.
And to really put some structure
like a Jim
in the
Caldwell.
locker room.
I would take Jim Caldwell. Absolutely. That guy wins. Look what he did in Detroit. They brought Patricia in. It was a disaster. I'll take Jim Caldwell. But I don't know if you're Eric Bieniemy, do you want to walk into this job? They just go 0-16. Yes, they draft Trevor Lawrence. Yes, they have Joe Douglas. But what's going to come with being
go from Patrick Mahomes to
well, listen, you're going to get Trevor Lawrence, but
no, of course. But I mean, come on,
you're going to go from the Chiefs, Kansas City, that has like 3 beat writers, to the cauldron of what is New York, and your job is to turn this thing around, lead them. I don't know, man. That's a big job. That's why I'm with Mike. You need somebody professional, grounded, who's been there before, like what Parcells did in '96 with the Jets. That's what they need here.
I agree. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see who you guys get. I mean, Mike McCarthy could have been a good fit for you guys. I don't. To be honest, as a Cowboy fan, I don't think he's a right fit for us. I think we needed a what's his name, Lincoln Riley type of guy, or Matt Rule could have been a perfect fit for Dallas. Matt Rule, I really like him as a coach, but he's gonna turn around Carolina pretty soon here.
Yeah, no, he's been doing a good job. And all of it with no McCaffrey, the majority of their wins. McCaffrey should be back next week, I think, but
Hopefully.
it's too late for them.
I have him on my fantasy team.
Are you in the playoffs? Did you make him?
I won 2 in a row, so hopefully I'm about to win 3 in a row after tomorrow's game. So hopefully, if I win tomorrow, I think I should be able to make the playoff. We are in the playoff race. I actually, I'm in the 18 league with my friends, and the one thing that my division where I sit is like the NFC East right now, so I can win. I could be number 1 still.
For the division winner.
Wow, that's good. See, this is what I don't miss about fantasy, like this stress and agita of a game and like I'm good, man. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm enjoying this.
No, I do envy you a little bit, but at the same time, like when I don't have it, it feels like a part of me is missing. Yeah. Like when I'm watching the games, like I don't want to lose tomorrow because I want to at least go at least another week. Week 17s are boring as hell to me. I mean, especially the last like 3 years, 4 years, because I'm always in the championship game, so I'm always going through week 16s. But week 17, I'm like, there's no skin in the game at all. Like I'm just watching these games just to watch these games. Yeah. But obviously, it's still fun to watch the games. I mean, I would never trade that. But it's just that little extra, thing on top there that you kind of just want to see. And I mean, I'm doing this survivor pool for the first time this year too. Oh, wow. It's like 1 million fantasy leagues. So just the one fantasy league and a survivor pool, which I picked the Raiders yesterday. And I was kicking myself when freaking the Jets went up. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And then all of a sudden everything changed. So that was a nice sight to see on 2 counts for me.
How's your fantasy team doing?
So he's not in this year.
I'm not in. I decided this year I was in like 2 leagues. I was in a pool, and this year I was like, you know what? Let me just not. Like I still wasn't sure if there was going to be a league, and like it just got tough to keep up when changes. So I was like, let me take a break this year. And let me tell you something. For all the fantasy fans out there who are like Mike, I got to be honest with you. It's nice. Just I sit here, watch my games, relax, eat my chips. I'm all right. I don't have like the anxiety that I didn't start this guy and then this guy has 50 points on the bench. I'm okay with that. So, but maybe next year I might get back into it, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to kick your replacement out. But, at least you didn't finish in 8th place this year, Rick. All right?
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
That's what it was really all about. You just
the time that I had I was going in for like what was it? Like I was going in. I think it was last year, the year before, where I think I was in 2nd place. I don't know what place it was. And to make the playoffs. And you tell me not to choose. You tell me to pick the Saints defense or whatever. And I get completely just destroyed, like a -4 points or something. And I was like, thanks, Mike. Appreciate that.
Yeah, well, it's your team, man. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. But yeah, I mean, it's still, it's fun to have that the little extra to root for. Like right now, I got nobody playing in this game, so it's like, yeah, all right, it's a good game, 27-10, but I'm still not. I'm not gaining anything from it.
Let me ask you guys this: Does Josh Allen remind you of Ben Roethlisberger a little bit, the way he plays?
No.
Nah, not really.
Not really. To me, he has more of a rocket arm, and he's more athletic than Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger was like a 6'6". He was just a big guy. When he got out in the open, he ran. But this guy's more athletic, man. I mean,
yeah, much more athletic.
Yeah, and his arm is a bazooka. I mean, he can throw a 70-yard rope. Whereas Roethlisberger, I don't know if he has. I mean, he has a strong arm, but I don't know if he's that. And he's in a lot better shape.
I never really liked Roethlisberger. So.
Yeah, but Alec has that sort of it factor, like it's different. So no, to answer your question, no, I think Josh Allen is just athletically is on another level than Roethlisberger.
Yeah, because like a couple of my friends said that they remind him of Ben Roethlisberger. So I don't know, but Josh Allen is turning himself into one of the great young quarterbacks in the league. So.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to title at some point in the next 5 years or so.
I think the Chiefs are going to run through again. I think they're going to repeat.
Well, I mean, if the Bills can beat the Steelers next week and the Chiefs can take that number one bye, that changes the whole game. But I think the Chiefs will run through it anyway. But it should be a interesting. I think if the Giants win, I think they could win one game. I think they could win one game
in the playoffs.
Yeah,
The Giants?
home field. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I think they could win a game.
With Colt McCoy, or I mean, obviously, I heard that Daniel Jones might come back, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, Daniel Jones will be back. Well, there's no guarantee he'll be back next week, I don't think. But, after that, I think he'll be all right. I think it was a hamstring pull, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, on the AFC side, you're right. If you're going to make a pick, the Chiefs can one team. I thought the Steelers could beat them. I still think if the Chiefs run into the Tennessee Titans with that running game and Derrick Henry and the way they play, that could be trouble for them because that's just a tough physical team.
And it's a rematch too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a tough physical team. So but again, it's the Chiefs conference to win. And so we'll see. They might pull it back to back. We'll see.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, obviously the Seahawks don't have it. Really, I mean, the Saints are not really crazy impressive. Packers.
Hey, we haven't even talked about the Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks too, yeah.
Well,
they're too inconsistent in my
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think. I mean, I think they're just going to make the playoffs by default at this point because of the rest of the league. But
the Saints are red hot. The Saints are like Taysom Hill, man. This guy.
Yeah, he's starting to look like a quarterback.
Man, this guy is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Starting to look like a quarterback.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, look,
we'll see.
The Bucks have a good defense. That's the thing. Todd Bowles has that defense playing well. So, they can play well. But, yeah, the Saints, I mean, they just produce players. Taysom Hill, Jameis is on the bench. But I think Breeze is coming back in like 2 weeks maybe. So
he should be back they want him back by the Chiefs game. That's their goal date.
If he does, he's superhuman. You break 11 ribs and puncture a lung and you're able to come back and play professional football. That guy's like the bionic man.
Oh, man. Speaking of quarterbacks with broken ribs or punctured lungs, Herbert shit the bed this week, man.
Oh, yeah. Because
that was the Tyrod Taylor segue. But, man, like, how did the Chargers lose so badly? That's just, like, I understand Belichick, but that was a home game.
I mean, they should have put a little bit more effort on there.
Oh my goodness! Like, how do you make Belichick look that good?
And I think Belichick put a third string quarterback in, right, or something, a backup quarterback.
Did he play Stidham? Jason Stidham played?
No. I heard some player they mentioned. I don't know, some undrafted rookie. I think.
Oh God!
Oh my goodness!
I don't know. Who.
Kendall Hinton?
No. No,
I know.
The Patriots put. I heard on the Herd show that Collins said Bill Belichick put someone in and he scored 2 touchdowns.
That's incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And you know what? The Patriots lost to the Broncos, and then the Chargers couldn't even put up a point. Like,
well, I think.
Come on, like.
Well, Belichick. With rookie quarterbacks, he just does that. I mean, he did it to Darnold, he did it to Jared Goff in the Super Bowl.
Well, it's not like Drew Lock was a seasoned veteran.
No, but they always play bad in Denver. That game was in Denver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they always play bad.
Actually, no.
That game was in New England?
I'm pretty sure that was in New England.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'll have to double check that, but I think it was in New England, and that's what made it even more impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, just to warn you guys, it says I keep forgetting to upgrade my Zoom, so it says we have like 2 minutes and like 15 seconds left.
All right, rapid fire. Let's go.
All right, so you guys have anything big in the works for your podcast?
Well, we're planning on starting to do 3 shows next year.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take it on the road. So we're going to do that at tailgates and stuff like that. Mike, anything else you want to add to it?
Well, we're going to wrap up season 1, start season 2 next year, the beginning of January, and we're going to have guest hosts. We're going to have, we're going to have a bunch of interns joining us,
Wow.
Giving them an opportunity to sit there and to host or to come on as a guest and really, put a little flair into the podcast and, also just, drum up the social media a little bit and
yes,
go crazy on TikTok.
Yeah.
Try to build our following on TikTok next year.
Yeah, and also, I mean, from as far as guests goes, we're going to try to do a little whale hunting, try to get some bigger names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I sent you some of my guests. Did you guys reach out yet to them or?
No, I gotta reach out.
No, I sent your page. Sorry, I sent your page to my guest. So
yes.
Yeah. But we're trying to do a little whale hunting, try to get some bigger names on. Since Playing the Field is like a sports community dating site, I was thinking we got to see if we can get some couples out there. So, things like that on the horizon.
Yeah. And that's definitely one of the main points that we have to get across is have like a Playing the Field themed episode, here and there.
Yeah.
Where it's all about the romantic side of things.
Yeah. So that I guess that wraps it up. So thank you guys for connecting here, and I'm going to upload this on all social media formats so people see you guys too.
Nice.
You have a YouTube too?
I have a YouTube, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I can't wait to watch this. Well, thanks for having us on, Nathan. This was great, man. Good luck to you. You're doing good work, man.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. It was a pleasure being on.
And then you got to come on our show, so.
Yeah, pick your date.
Yeah, hopefully before February.
Well, we could try and we could try and figure something out where we can do like a double book, or maybe we put in a new like a third show 1 week or something like that. Just let us know.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks, Nathan.
All right, take it easy.
Take care.